So I know you spoke before about, man, the three of us feels good together, but we couldn't do it. Why not? Why not the three of you and another singer, or just the three of you, like with deconstruction?
Well, um, well, first of all, deconstruction was only Dave and I, but the three of us, I, well, first of all, I think that the reality of that, I would be surprised if Stephen, maybe Dave, would be all right with that, because I think that it would definitely cause a conniption with DJ Peretz, I'm sure.
Okay.
Um, so I don't know about that, but also too, I think that there's plenty of sort of style differences and um, creative differences between the three of us, I think, in terms of going forward as well.
Yeah.
And I personally wouldn't, I would prefer not to do like an audio slave thing, um,
Oh, okay.
where it really is this other band and then another singer kind of thing. Um, just because I would prefer, even if it was another band of other musicians from other bands, I would be interested in doing it. Probably, if it's an interesting collection of people or whatever. But just the idea of it being Jane's,
With that
except
history.
removing, like it just wound up in practical reality, not really sounding right.
Right. It, but I guess you discussed it at least. The three of you?
Um,
Not really.
yeah, it came up. I mean, because at a certain point early on, I was saying, well, let's just fuck that guy. I mean, if he doesn't want to do the work, that's fine. So let's just, I'll approach Trent when this is all done and see if he wants to do something or, you know, um, but that was really early, sort of in the process, and I later thought that wasn't wise.
So were you surprised at this point by the response that you personally got for coming back into the fold? Was it all positive, or were there people that were like, "You should have never come back"? At this point, I mean, at the Ninja Tour point.
Yeah. Well, I was basically throughout the whole thing. Um, there were really only two positives for me. Well, three if you count money, of course. Um, but two positives were the fact that I came out of the experience with a whole bunch of new friends that I see regularly and really dig, Atticus and Trent and everyone. Um, so that was the one positive, and the other one was people's genuine enthusiasm from the moment we did the NME thing through, because of the fact that I'd never done anything like this before, and I certainly had never done anything like this before um, during the internet time. I really did get a real sense of people really, you know, um, being stoked and excited, and I got that. I got a lot of love. I mean, I really did feel a ton. I mean, and that's what fueled a lot of what I did was I kept feeling like I was constantly being reminded of the people that I was fighting for when it was really a bummer.
Yeah.
I kept thinking, but there are people out there that do give a fuck. Like everyone else might not, and some people are making the case that people don't give a fuck out there. But I was receiving direct communications from the World Wide Web, that
Yeah.
there were some people out there who really did want us to go an extra mile, to try these things, to push, to try to make this better, not to just do the hit,
Yeah.
all that. So that was nice. I mean, I know that there are lots of people out there. My friend just gave me shit the other day. I ran into him at coffee, and he was like, why'd you do that to my Facebook account? Like now I have to see all these awful fucking pictures, and Anyway, it was like, yanking my chain about doing it.
Yeah.
But I knew that some people were going to be disappointed too. And I certainly knew that by doing it and not doing it really well, that was a risk that we were going to be, really disappointing
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people. So anyway, so it's